Hey crafty friends, it's Martin from martinsmayhem.co.uk. I hope you're all doing well. Today I am back with Syberia Designs because they have a fabulous new release called Lush Florals. Release, how many times do I have to say release? And we're celebrating with a YouTube hop and a giveaway. So Syberia Designs is giving away free £15 or $15 gift cards. Hop along and check out all the inspiration. All you have to do to win is leave a comment on every single on each video. Each comment is an entry, and subscribe to my channel and Syberia Designs to keep on top of all of the fun things that we're up to. Now, part of the release there, I am using the Floral Trio dies. But it is part of a bundle, and in that bundle you get a press plate and a coordinating stencil. I'm just focusing on the dies because I had this kind of image of really featuring these floral dies more than the press plate because I've already used one of the other press plates. So I wanted to give you as much variety as possible. If you did want to go check out other designs that I've created, hop over to my Instagram and you can see the card that I created that's part of an Instagram hop. So you can go follow along and check out all of the wonderful cards as part of it. So here I am die cutting the florals, the leaves, and the center of the flower out of white cardstock because my plan is to ink blend these, all of them, just because I'm in a bit of an ink blending mood recently. So I am going to do two different colors for the flowers. I don't know why, I forgot what they were called. And I don't remember the colours. The red is heartbeat, but I don't remember this softer one. I will link to all of the items used in the description bar in the description below. So it's late. That's all I'm gonna say. It's been a busy old week. So yeah, I am using the alternate round die inks. Again, the names will be below. I am using the lighter ink first, then I'm going into the center point with the dark ink, and then I'm going back over it with the lighter ink so that I can get a really soft blend. You'll notice that I'm leaving the edges quite white. That's so I just have like a natural highlight. Now for the orange leaves, I've gone for like a coral red and an orange because I thought contrast would be nice. The orange, however, is Sunkissed and Autumn Blaze. I remember those ones. Um, I thought it was quite nice. I was tempted to go for a yellow flower, but I decided, no, let's bring some orange in and do something a bit different. I always do reds, pinks, and yellows, so let's mix up a little orange. Not that different to yellow, but hey ho. Now these dies cut beautifully, and you'll see actually from the video that the ink blending just brings out the detail of the die. So there are these like slits in the die which just adds details which I absolutely adore. It's these small details that actually really make cars look more professional in my opinion. Now the center of the flowers I am doing in ice lolly and then honey drizzle. I kind of wish I just went with honey drizzle because when the inks dry back, because it's a dye ink, that ink is absorbed into the cardstock. It dries back lighter, so it looks quite vibrant and loud. But actually later on in the video, you'll see that it's muted back a little bit. Now for the leaves, I used frayed leaves and another green. Again, two shades, just so that I can have contrast of light and dark. And again, I'm leaving the edges. What is it? Forest glades. There you go. I'm leaving the edges on lighter, so that I have this natural highlight. Now, honestly, this has to be one of the quicker cards that I recorded. The actual video was only 56 minutes, which might seem long, but I've recorded and edited videos that are over 2 hours. And that's just because I'm a really slow card maker, and I don't think we talk about this a lot. I'm really slow at making cards. And you know, when you sit there and you're like, these people who do this full time, how the hell do they make so many cards? I don't know. I don't have the secret. Fabulous product does help though. So here you can see I went in with the dark, and then I'm going back over with the light because it's just going to help kind of blend that out. Now I'm adding a little bit of liquid glue to the centers. You can see I'm just using the packaging to actually work out what's the right way and what's the wrong way. I didn't look at it, I just kind of stuck them on because I don't think there is a right way and I don't think there is a wrong way. And if there is, probably did it wrong. But hey ho, I'm creating and that's the fun of it. So I'm leaving them on the mat because why not? And then I'm just adding a dab of glue and then another dab of glue and then another dab of glue, and that's just helping me bring them all together. I'll leave them to sit there for a little bit while the glue dries, and then I can just pick them off. Now I chose this really deep green cardstock for the card base, and I was really tempted to go for blue because I think I'm in a bit of a blue phase, but I've been using this dark green because I thought it would contrast well. And you know what? One piece of advice that I had from back in the day was I do really well with dark card bases. So if in doubt, use a dark card base. Now I am bringing in this friend die from Syberia Designs. I can't remember what the set's called. Let me get up their website. It was part of their February release. He says friend, delicate frame and friend die set. So I am using the die set, so I have a shadow layer of vellum, and then I'm bringing in some craft cardstock. And what I would have liked to have done, as if I wasn't doing this late at night, was to actually do multiple layers of the craft cardstock, just to really make the sentiment pop a little bit more. But honestly, there's nothing wrong with just a single layer. It just would have popped a little bit more. Dimension is key. I always say this. I love dimension on projects because it really does just escalate your projects up a notch. So I am sticking this on with liquid glue, and then on the back of the vellum, the I and the E are quite wide, so I use that to my advantage to put some foam adhesive on the back, so that actually I can pop up the sentiment, and you can't even see the foam adhesive. I do also like to use glue dots. If you stack a few glue dots together and then roll them into a ball, that's basically just clear foam adhesive. It's just not foam, it's glue dots. So I'm adding some adhesive onto the back of my matte layer. I always do this with every card just because dimension is life. And you can see here I'm adding the foam to the back, and that's just going to give it a little extra pop. I have already stuck down these flowers at this point. I don't know why I didn't leave that in the video. You guys know how to put adhesive on. There you go. So those flowers are already stuck down. I think I stuck them a bit too high. What I would like to have done is bring it down a little bit more. But I was aiming for the top corner. But in my opinion, it just ended up a little bit too high. Now I'm grabbing a sentiment strip that I already had done in this beautiful coral coloured background. I'm saying a lot, very aware. Now these are sentiment strips from Syberia Designs, and it's thank you something. I'm just searching sentiment strips on the website. It is the Expressing Gratitude Sentiment Stamp Set, And there's a coordinating die, so you literally stamp it and you get multiple sentiments in one go because it's a solid stamp, and then you die cut and it becomes all separate. So I already had this done from another project, so I was just good to go, but it was heat embossed in white onto that coloured cardstock. Now I'm adding the leaves. Now you might have thought I die cut a lot of leaves, but I'm the first one to say you always need more than you actually think. Now again, I would just like to remind you that this is a video to celebrate the release of the Lush Florals collection from Syberia Designs. It is part of the YouTube hub, so please make sure you hop along, leave everybody a lovely comment, and just celebrate with us because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous release. And you'll love it. You'll find something you'll love. It's florals. Everybody loves florals. I love florals. I do a lot of florals. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, also while you're there, pop into the description where all the links are to all the items I used in today's card. By clicking the links and shopping with those links, it really helps me keep doing what I'm doing. I get a small commission from any purchases you purchase through those links, and it doesn't cost you anything at all. It's just my Brucey bonus for actually promoting the product. And it's hardly work when this product is so easy to use. But I want you to let me know in the comments as well. Do you like the green, or should I have chose a different colour? I was considering like a yellow, but I decided green. So yeah, I think that's kind of it. I've done the ink splatter. I've added a twine bow, pretty much a staple of my cards. Now I'm adding some sequins. These are stellar sequins. These are just the clear ones, so there's no colour to them. The reason why I went with clear is just because the clear iridescent has like a pink to it. I don't think silver kind of goes because we've got that craft sentiment, a friend. So I thought clear just works as like dewdrop kind of things. So I really hope you've enjoyed this card and this video. Please make sure you stick around, check out the other videos in the blog hop and video hop, and really celebrate with us. I love how this turned out. It's so bright and colourful. You can make this card. Anybody can. I'll catch you later. Bye.